The court has finally heard the arguments from both sides. The honorable judge has dictated order, and the ED custody has been granted to Sanjay Raut till 4th of August.
So, Vinaya getting us that big update. This is going to be a setback for Sanjay Raut because the Enforcement Directorate has now been given custody of Sanjay Raut till the 4th of August. There have been certain special requests that have been made by the legal team of Sanjay Raut, which also the court has taken into consideration. Ashish Merishi also continues to be with us. Ashish, so this clearly will be a setback to Sanjay Raut. Despite using the medical card, they were not able to get off the custody for the Enforcement Directorate. What is going to follow from here on?
So, we've already seen the judgment recently by the Supreme Court, where Enforcement Directorate has been given immense powers. In fact, during their pronouncing the judgment, they said that money laundering is as bad as terrorism. So the courts are very serious in terms of money laundering, and that is why despite playing the medical card, Sanjay Raut has been sent to the custody of the Enforcement Directorate. Now, they had sought for 8 days of custody, but as we speak, the 4 days of custody has been granted. 1 day is already gone, so today is 1st of August, and on the 4th of August they have to produce Sanjay Raut to the court. So it's going to be interesting. These 2-3 days are going to be interesting on what he speaks, whether the Enforcement Directorate in the court of law is able to prove it that the real beneficiary is Sanjay Raut. That is something, it really excites me, because we are talking about 112 crore rupees of money reaching into hands of Praveen Raut from HDIL, and today the Enforcement Directorate claiming that he is the real beneficiary, and actually the money that has landed into the hands of the family members is around 1 crore rupees. So the difference is huge, getting 1 crore rupees in hand and then claiming at the same time the Enforcement Directorate claiming in the court that the real beneficiary of the entire money is Sanjay Raut. Some foreign trips has been sponsored by Praveen Raut. 2 lakh rupees of a month has been paid by Praveen Raut. So there are many things excuse me. So there are many things that have come into the knowledge of Enforcement Directorate as of now. Obviously, after the custody is over, then the Enforcement Directorate will look forward for further custody, whether the Enforcement Directorate gets further custody or is sent to judicial custody. All that is going to be interesting post 4th of August.
Vinaya, let me come back to you quickly. Even though, as we said, this has been a setback to Sanjay Raut and his legal team, could you summarize the arguments that were put forth by the legal team of Sanjay Raut?
Well, absolutely. So Ashok Mundargi, who argued for Sanjay Raut, clearly said that this was something that was politically motivated. He questioned the timing of the arrest. He claimed that the arrest was made months after Praveen Raut, who's allegedly the main accused in this, was arrested. Ashok Mundargi went on to question, saying why was it that such a delay was there in taking action against Sanjay Raut. He has said that with respect to money trail that was being shown by the Enforcement Directorate, the money that was shown in Varsha Raut's account was the money that was legally transferred, and that laundered money would not directly come through bank transactions. Ashok Mundargi also went on to say that the money that the ED has alleged are the proceeds of crime are all gotten legally, and the legal trail of that money can be shown. The entire money proceeds is white money. So clearly Ashok Mundargi there refuting the allegations of Enforcement Directorate, claiming that a lot of laundered money was used by Raut family, and it was the Raut family which was the primary beneficiary, that Sanjay Raut was the main person behind this whole conspiracy, and that Praveen Raut was only the front, and it was Sanjay Raut who was behind all these things. Everything was refuted by Ashok Mundargi, who had claimed that Sanjay Raut's property was legally brought and that there were no wrongdoings with it. But the court seems to have heard both the arguments, and there is a very serious observation the court has made, clearly mounting trouble for Sanjay Raut. The court says prima facie evidence that Sanjay Raut's involvement is seen. So after making those observations, the court has given 4 days custody to Sanjay Raut. Sanjay Raut will stay in ED custody till the 4th of August. Now, these are the updates coming in from the Sessions Court, where Sanjay Raut has been produced in front of a special judge and the arguments have already got over.
Vinay, quickly, before I let you go, you were pointing to us a short while ago, even though now we know there will be custody of Sanjay Raut with the ED till the 4th of August, there were certain special requests that were made by the legal team as far as home-cooked food and others. Have they been accepted by the court?
Well, as of now, there is no confirmation about whether the homemade food request has been accepted by the court or not. We have only come to know about the custody part and also about the observations made by the Honorable Special Court Judge. We will know about whether homemade food will be allowed to Sanjay Raut or not in a while from now. But as of now, what we can confirm to you is that Sanjay Raut has been granted 4 days ED custody, and he will continue to be quizzed from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. He will be allowed to meet his lawyers between 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. every day. Considering his health reasons, the court has said that late night investigation should not happen.